In Australia, we love to think of ourselves as the lucky country. We assume that if we put our heads down, do a decent day's work and pay our taxes, we will automatically end up comfortable in retirement. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that assumption is wrong. Today, we are looking at the brutal math of the bottom 50%. We are going to look at the exact median superannuation and net worth balances for ages 50, 55 and 60 in 2026. If your balance is below these numbers, you are statistically in the bottom half of the country. But do not panic. This is not a video to tell you that you have failed. This is a wake-up call. If you're behind, you still have time to fix it. I am going to show you exactly how to catch up using the taxman's own rules. Let's crack on. Before I give you the numbers, we need to clear up a massive trap. When politicians talk about the average Australian, they are lying to you with statistics. If you have 10 blokes in a pub with $100,000 in super and a billionaire walks in, the average wealth in that pub just jumped to millions of dollars. Are those blokes suddenly rich? No. Averages are heavily skewed by the ultra-wealthy. What actually matters is the median. The median is the exact middle point. Half the country is above it and half the country is below it. It is the only true benchmark of where the regular, everyday Aussie stands. So when I give you these numbers today, understand that this is the absolute middle of the pack. If you want a comfortable retirement, your goal should not be to just match the median. Your goal should be to beat it. The middle of the pack is heading straight for a financial brick wall. Let's start with age 50. If you are 50 years old right now, you probably feel like retirement is a lifetime away. It is not. You have roughly 10 to 15 working years left. In 2026, the median superannuation balance for a 50-year-old Australian is sitting around $160,000. For men, it's closer to $180,000, and for women, it's lagging behind at roughly $140,000 due to time out of the workforce. If you are 50 and you have $160,000, you are exactly in the middle. You are not rich and you are not broke. But here is the wake-up call. $160,000 is not going to magically turn into $1 million by the time you hit 65 just by sitting there. You are at the halfway point. If you are below this number, your default employer contributions are not enough. You need to intervene right now. If you do not change your strategy, you are choosing to rely entirely on the age pension. Now, let's look at age 55. This is the danger zone. At 55, the reality of retirement starts keeping you awake at night. You can see the finish line, but you are not entirely sure if you have enough fuel in the tank. For a 55-year-old in 2026, the median super balance is roughly $210,000. Think about that math for a second. Between age 50 and 55, the middle-class Australian is only adding about $50,000 to their super balance. That includes employer contributions and investment earnings. It is moving far too slowly. If you are 55 and sitting below $210,000, you are officially in the bottom 50%. The good news is that 55 is the perfect age to hit the accelerator. The kids are usually out of the house, the mortgage is hopefully shrinking, and you are in your peak earning years. This is the decade where you have to be selfish with your money. Stop funding your adult kids' lifestyles, stop upgrading your car, and start shoveling every spare cent into your super environment. We arrive at the big one, age 60. This is the age where you can finally access your super if you meet a condition of release. The gates are open. In 2026, the median super balance for a 60-year-old is sitting at around $250,000. Let me be brutally honest. If you are retiring at 60 with $250,000, you are not taking overseas cruises every year.
A safe drawdown rate of 5% means that a $250,000 balance gives you just $12,500 a year in income. That does not even cover the grocery bill. You will have to wait another 7 years until you turn 67 to get the age pension.
If you are at this age and below the median, the wake-up call is loud and clear. You cannot afford to stop working full-time just yet. You need a bridge. You either need to keep working or you need to use a transition to retirement strategy. Do not pull the pin at 60 just because you are tired. Doing the hard yakka now prevents you from being broke when you're 75. Superannuation is only half the story. The Australian system relies heavily on you owning your own home. If we look at total household net worth, which includes your house, super, savings and cars, minus any debt, the median for households aged 55 to 64 is hovering around $750,000 to $800,000. The vast majority of that wealth is tied up in bricks and mortar. This is the Great Australian Divide. If you own your home, you are likely in the top 50%. If you are a renter at age 55 or 60, you are almost certainly in the bottom half. Renters in retirement are the most financially stressed group in the country. If you are 50 and still renting, your absolute number one priority is securing a permanent roof over your head. The age pension assumes you do not pay rent. If you have to pay $500 a week to a landlord while living on the pension, the math simply does not work. Alright, so you check the numbers and you are in the bottom 50%. Take a deep breath. Do not panic. Panicking makes you do stupid things. Here are 3 brutally effective ways to catch up in your 50s. First, look at your concessional contribution caps. In 2026, you can put extra pre-tax money into your super. Not only does this boost your balance, but it also slashes your taxable income. You are legally stealing money back from the taxman. You can even use the carry forward rule to use up unused caps from the last 5 years. Second, stop paying the lazy tax on your fees. Check your super fund today. If your total fees are over 1%, you are bleeding cash. Lowering your fees from 1.5% to 0.5% on a $200,000 balance saves you $2,000 a year. That is free money compounding until you retire. Third, consider the downsizer contribution. If you're over 55 and rattling around in a massive family home that costs a fortune to maintain, sell it. You can tip up to $300,000 per person into your super from the sale of your home, and it does not count towards your normal caps. You drop your living costs and boost your super in one move. The biggest change you need to make is in your head. Being in the bottom 50% is not a life sentence. It is simply a reflection of what you have done in the past. Your retirement is dictated by what you do starting today. Do not compare yourself to the bloke next door who just bought a new boat. Compare yourself to the median. Figure out the gap and build a boring mathematical plan to cross it. The middle class gets wealthy by being boring. Automate your extra contributions. Ignore the news. Let the compound interest do the heavy lifting while you get on with your life. So, where do you stand? At age 50, the middle is $160,000. At age 55, it is $210,000. And at age 60, it is $250,000. If you are behind, the wake-up call has sounded. Use your tax caps, slash your fees, and lock down your housing. The government is not going to save you, and your boss is not going to save you. It is entirely up to you. Take action today and rewrite your retirement. Drop a comment below and let me know if these numbers surprised you or if the cost of living has changed your plans. I read all the comments, so get stuck in. And if this video gave you the kick you needed, hit that like button to help spread the word to other Aussies. I'm the Retired Aussie, and I will see you in the next one.